I think it needs a bit of...
Christmas? Greg Wallace and Chris Bavin are facing their biggest challenge yet.
Oh, hello.
They've been touring the country helping families to eat well for less.
High five.
And now they've asked one family to take on an extraordinary experiment.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas!
Are you up for it?
We are, definitely.
To see if they can learn tips and tricks to bring down their festive food spend
12, that's 36.
without scrimping on indulgence. This family are making the same mistakes we all do,
They better go and get another trolley.
buying way too much.
Mate, look at this.
My worst nightmare is if we didn't have enough food.
Chucking food in the bin
That is shocking.
and relying on convenience over cooking.
It just always comes down to time.
Really good.
Greg and Chris are going to show us all how to save time,
Frozen food can be as nutritious as fresh food.
money,
We have to change, and that's for sure.
and our sanity this Christmas.
There's a lot at stake here. In fact, Christmas for this family is at stake here.
We're in Richmond, London, with the Goff family. Childminder Angela and heating engineer Richard have 2 sons, Elliot 8 and Lewis 10.
We're going to get some decorations put out today.
And the whole family's Christmas mad.
There we go. High five. I love a Christmas. I absolutely love it. It's the best time of the year. It's the one time when you can go crazy.
And crazy they do go, putting on an enormous spread for friends and family every Christmas.
Christmas is a big blowout. We do go to town.
I like to make sure that I've got lots of nice food, which tends to be expensive.
Maybe we should take these.
You take them, I'll grab these ones.
But it hasn't always been this way.
It was a really tough few years for us. We were really on a shoestring.
We went for the budget Christmas. It was bland and it was disappointing.
We couldn't afford to do Christmas, but wanted to do it so we could have everyone around us, and it was awful.
These days they save up all year, so they can have the Christmas they want. But Richard has to work extra shifts to pay for it.
I do have to do overtime to afford the Christmas we have.
Family time is the most important time for me. You know, the kids grow up so fast. So if I could have that time back, you know, it'd be great.
Like many of us, Angela buys way more than she needs.
That'd be £10, please.
Lovely, that's great. Thank you. My worst nightmare is if we didn't have enough food. So that one, and that one. When I was younger, I did a surprise party for my mum, and my auntie was very much like, there's not enough here. And I remember that anxious feeling of, oh God, I do need more food.
Plus, to avoid being a slave to the kitchen, Angela orders in expensive ready-made food.
I love convenience, party food and picky bits. So if somebody does come round, I can open the freezer or the fridge, get some stuff out, ta-da! It's all there.
But these indulgent habits come at a cost.
The problem with the over-catering that we do is we do throw away a lot of food.
That's right, a hefty chunk of the Goff's Christmas food ends up in the bin. This classic Christmas mistake is costing them a fortune.
It's really, really wasteful.
And it is money being put in the bin.
I'm in a mess.
Greg and Chris, please help.
In the fortnight leading up to Christmas, it's estimated we'll spend £6.5 billion in supermarkets. It may be the time of year to treat ourselves, but do we have to spend so much? In the festive spirit, Greg and Chris head to the Goff's local supermarket to spot the typical traps we all fall into at this time of year.
We're supposed to indulge at Christmas, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anyone doesn't.
This is probably your biggest shop of the year, isn't it?
It's easy to get carried away. You know, if you're cooking for 4 and then suddenly you're having to cook for 10, I think people do go over the top, don't they?
So the point is, can you get everything you need without actually going crazy and spending a fortune?
I think there must be a way, mustn't there?
Not with that hat on.
The Goffs are heading to the supermarket to stock up on what they think they'll need for their practice Christmas.
Right, so do we want to go...
Yeah, go on then. I don't mind.
Yeah, go down there.
Unbeknownst to them, Greg and Chris are spying on every penny of their festive spend. For this experiment, they'll be throwing a Christmas party for 16 friends, hosting Christmas lunch for 10, and enjoying their traditional family Boxing Day.
That seems strange, doesn't it, shopping for Christmas?
The boys have taken cover in the storeroom to scrutinise Richard and Angela's every move.
Ready?
OK, let's have a look at this, shall we?
Oh, sprouts. Right, so what are we getting them for? Just Christmas Day?
Just for Christmas Day.
I've got to think.
The much-loved sprout. It wouldn't be Christmas dinner without it, would it?
You, me, Mum, Dad...
5 or 6 for each?
Oh, I don't know. I'll just grab.
That's enough.
Do you think?
Oh, that's a lot of sprouts. That's a good 1.5 kilos.
More?
It looks like Angela doesn't really know how much to buy for each person. It's going to cost you a fortune and it's going to end up in the bin.
We go for this, because it's 2 layers.
I think that one is more Christmassy, Ange.
They're drawn to anything that looks Christmassy.
Get one of those smaller ones?
Yep.
Beware the Christmas wrapping. Have you noticed what's missing here?
Yeah.
A list.
And without a list, you can't accurately meal plan.
Do you want chicken?
Well, I think we've got turkey left over, won't we?
Turkey's dry the next day, isn't it? It's like...
OK, well, what sort of ones are you thinking?
Chuck away the leftover turkey and cook a fresh chicken. That's a bit decadent. It's like Henry VIII.
That's outrageous, isn't it?
No, I don't want that. Cook me a fresh one.
Pigs in blankets, we need them, Ange.
So 1, 2, 3...
12, that's 36.
Just bought 36 sausages.
That's not enough.
One more, then, one more.
48 sausages.
When do you want the sausages for?
Every day for the next 3 months, by the looks of it.
How many of those sausages will end up in the bin?
Right, roast potatoes, they're the ones.
Jar.
And that is enough. That's plenty.
Yeah,
Ready roast potatoes.
Oh, come on.
I should get some booze.
Booze.
My favourite bit.
I've got a horrible feeling this is about to get incredibly expensive.
Who doesn't like some fizz at Christmas? For her party, Angela's plumped for a leading brand.
How many bottles do we want? I'm thinking...
8?
No, I think 10.
OK, then, go on, then.
Yeah?
No, they're cleaning them out.
That's a lot of money.
7.
No, hang on. I don't think you... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you very much.
No kidding you, then.
Oh, my gosh. These guys are out of control.
Oh, dear. This may be the biggest bill we've ever seen.
Right.
Right, are we done?
We are.
Should we go and meet this family?
Yeah, I've definitely seen enough of that.
The Goffs heave their groaning trolley to the till.
OK, if you load them up first.
Yeah, that's the heavy stuff.
Let's see what Greg and Chris make of it all.
Hello.
Jingle bells! Where's all that booze? Right, let's open a bottle.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm
very
good,
well,
thank
thanks.
you.
Have you got enough sausages?
No, I don't know. We have, definitely.
No, was she really listening?
We were watching it. We were watching the shop. We were watching the back of the shop, and this is a lot of food here,
So
isn't
I
it?
don't think there is.
No?
No, honestly, I'm nervous.
Nervous you may have undercooked it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Don't you think?
Well, I
Well, I
don't know.
think we've got bits and bobs for all occasions and for everything, really. So,
What, Easter? Halloween?
I'd really like to ring all this through the till. I'm fascinated to see how much this comes to.
Let's do it. Let's have a look.
Yep, OK.
Hey.
Time to tot up the damage.
Would you say this shop is dissimilar to the way you would shop normally?
Normally, I'm quite good. It's just Christmas I'm really bad.
So normally you'd come with a list?
No.
Right.
Will the Goffs blow their Christmas budget on this one shop?
I'm guessing you have absolutely no idea how much this has come to.
No. Do you?
Somewhere, I'm thinking 400.
Right, OK.
What you spent was that.
Yes, your eyes aren't deceiving you. That's £577.44.
Oh. And we haven't even done it all.
That's right. This is only the Goffs' trolley dash. It doesn't include the heap of Christmas food and drink they order online, or even the turkey.
Does that surprise you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a big figure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Their spending is through the
Crying out
roof.
loud.
Time to head back to their house to see the full extent of the damage.
I thought sort of £500 all in. The fact that we've done that and we still have more has kind of shocked me.
Before the Goffs get home, Greg and Chris want to take a sneaky peek at what else they buy.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I think it needs a bit of...
That's quite impressive. You teach me to do that?
Nah. Come on.
As well as their colossal supermarket spend, they order in more than £400 worth of high-end party platters. And another 256 quid on more booze. Yep, that champagne's only half the story.
Oh,
Mate, look at this.
this is incredible, isn't it?
What are all those trays at the front there?
Ready-made party platters.
Mate, that is not cheap. You really do not need to spend this amount of money in order to give everyone a good Christmas.
No. I think it's time we got them in and had a little chat.
Most certainly. Angela, Richard.
Let's be having you. So, here it is. What do you think when you see it all laid out like this?
Have we got enough?
On this table, it doesn't actually represent everything you've bought. You're spending £400 on those trays of platters. That's only 100 quid's worth.
Right, OK.
We buy this food because we want nice food that we can give to people without me then having to say, right, you all sit and have a chat while I go off and cook for an hour.
You want everyone to have a nice time, right? You don't want to spend all day in the kitchen. And we're pretty sure you're chucking a load of food away. Because I'd hate to be here 4 days after Christmas to see the size of your bin liners.
Yeah.
But don't beat yourselves up. You're not the only ones.
It comes from the right places with the best intentions, but I think with a few minor changes that you probably won't even notice and your guests certainly won't notice, we can cut this bill down dramatically.
Are you aware of how much your Christmas food and drink bill is?
I thought all in 500, but obviously...
I've always known it
Not.
to be greater than that, and I'm thinking 800 quid. I think.
Well... well, we estimate your food and drink spend at Christmas to be over £1,400.
No way. That is
That is
shocking.
That's terrible.
No, not happy at all. That's
That's
disgusting.
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
That's a ridiculous amount of money.
That's so much money.
That's
it
what
takes us a long time to earn that sort of money.
I know that my parents and Angela's parents would have given us a nice Christmas, and they never spent money like that. But we all had a great time, and yeah, that's quite a shock, really. Yeah.
What would it mean to you if you could save a fair amount of money?
It would mean I would have to do less overtime at work to pay for it. You know, if I could save some time and have that quality time back with the family, that would mean a lot.
It's a lot of money, so we definitely need to do something.
No, that we have to change, and that's for sure. We can't do that every year.
Can I tell you the good news?
OK.
Please.
Please, yeah.
We honestly believe that you can have the Christmas you want and save money and save time
Yeah.
and cut down on a ton of waste.
Perfect situation.
Happy
definitely.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be challenging, all right? We're going to swap some of your foods. There's certainly going to be some surprises along the way. Are you up for it?
Yep, definitely.
Excited. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
For this Christmas dry run, we'll be trying to break the Goffs' bad habits without stinging on indulgence. So we've barred the family from most of their kitchen cupboards and replaced their usual Christmas shopping with like-for-like alternatives.
Oh my goodness me.
No entry until Boxing Day.
Yup, that's a no-go area until the day after Christmas. Well, the day after their practice Christmas.
The fact that I'm not allowed makes me want to go in there even more.
Mince pie, yeah!
Which ones look better, the mini ones or the big ones?
I would say the mini one.
So look, baking powder. Oh, we're cooking from scratch.
You make it sound like I never cooked from scratch. How very dare you?
The jam.
That's the food cupboards.
Oh, let's have a look at our wines.
What about the drink?
What do you mean with sparkling wine? Is that my replacement for
Champagne.
champagne?
That could just say sparkling wine.
Well, it does, doesn't it?
Could be champagne.
Well, you'll have to wait to find out.
I'm very worried about quantity. I hope we won't run out of food, because that would be mortifying.
The Goffs' festive spending is out of control. Will Greg and Chris be able to bring down their Christmas bill?
Oh, wow. I mean, that was incredible. £1,400.
That spend is horrendous. Mate, we have got our work cut out here. This is a big job.
The fact that Richard's doing overtime to pay for this food that's invariably going in the bin.
Yeah, that is a little bit upsetting that Richard's got to work so hard. Everyone wants to indulge at Christmas, but can this family indulge without spending that much money?
I mean, if we could get that bill down to 700...
Half? You are not going to save them half their Christmas shopping.
Oh, maybe half's ambitious, but even if we could knock £400 off, that's a big saving, isn't it?
I think it's going to take at least 2 wise men to sort this problem out.
I'll best phone one of my mates then. Hello?
It's time to kick off the Goffs' big Christmas experiment extravaganza.
Right, let's see what we've got, eh?
Tonight, Angela and Richard are hosting a party for 16 friends.
One
Please
each.
tell me that is not the only packet. Is there any more? Have a dig down there.
Hold on, let's have a look. No.
As well as the usual swaps, Chris has another idea to try and bring down their whopping £165 spend on high-end platters just for the party.
So, have we had a look at the canapés?
We have, yep.
And what do we think? We happy?
No.
No.
No, there's nothing there.
Well, don't worry. There is going to be more.
OK.
But we're going to be making it.
I still think there's not enough in that bag.
Trust me.
Have faith, Angela. Our Chris, myself, wants to tackle that habit of buying far too much.
So how many canapés do you think you should give per person?
7?
I'd have gone 10.
10? You were buying around 379 canapés, which was a staggering 21 each.
And that's on top of all the cheese, crisps and dips they serve too.
So it's no wonder you were throwing food away.
Yeah, you make us sound really bad.
I don't think you should feel bad. I think so many people do it, especially at this time of year. So we're going to bring it down a little bit. So let's get stuck in. Maybe half of that in there.
OK.
First up, tandoori chicken skewers, a bargain at 31p each.
So would you ever thought to do your canapés yourself instead of buying them in?
Never.
Never?
No.
Simply add some tikka spices to natural yoghurt and marinate.
Do you want to taste that a little bit? Do you want to have a little...
Oh, my God, that's good.
Apart from putting the chicken on some skewers and sticking that in the oven for 20 minutes, that's
it.
How simple's that?
Simple.
Next on Chris's list, Hasselback potatoes.
Basically, baby potatoes wrapped in bacon and then roasted in the oven.
OK.
Sounds good.
They're just nice little slices, and then that will allow the heat to go right through the potato. And this is so quick and easy and very, very cheap to do.
To make 30 of these costs just £3 for the savvy shopper.
And there's something more satisfying as well about doing it yourself.
Even Richard, who doesn't cook much, is getting wrapped up in the festive spirit too.
I must admit, it's making me hungry.
Would you like to get involved and take a little bit of pressure off of young Angela's shoulders?
I could do this, yeah.
It'd be a massive help if Richard, you know...
Does he cook at all?
No. He can. It's amazing. But he doesn't.
I quite like making my own things and seeing kind of the fruits of my labour. I do.
This is what I mean.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done. Fantastic.
2 canapés in the bag.
Right, Lewis, Elliot, come on.
Time to get the kids involved for the third.
Hello,
Puff
guys.
pastry pizzas.
Superb. Can I have a high five? Well done. Good man. What we're making here, we're making mini pizzas.
Ooh.
With the ingredients costing just £3.68, these come in at around 10p a bite.
If you could just put a little bit of pesto in the middle of those for me. So, guys, what's the best bit about Christmas?
Families.
Oh, is it nice to see the kids getting involved as well?
I love it when they help.
You don't need to pay someone to make your canapés. You've got a whole team of people here.
Exactly.
As well as cheese and tomato, the boys are also making some with sour cream, onions and prosciutto.
They look brilliant, chaps. Well done. I think you've done really, really well. Well done.
Come the real Christmas, just a bit of preparation could help save the Goffs nearly £130 on canapés alone.
Oh, they look all right,
Look
they
at
do.
that. They look great, don't they?
Brilliant.
You were the
Kids
boy.
done well.
Just time for one more tip. Angela normally buys a posh party pack of cheese, along with chutneys and crackers, then buys even more cheese for the rest of Christmas. At £75, that's not to be sniffed at.
What we've done is we've just bought the cheeses separately, but actually you get quite a bit more. So I think what we should do is cut some of it in half, wrap it up and stick it in the fridge and use them for another day.
OK.
Yeah?
Buying larger individual cheeses, we've only spent £22.29. A very tasty saving of just over £52.
I think I'm going to go even under half.
Oh, now you're saving, aren't you?
I tell you.
Time to get this party started.
We made the pizzas. We delivered just for you guys.
With more than 200 canapés on offer, there's plenty to go round.
They're not bad. They're good.
I don't taste nice.
They do actually taste really good.
But are their guests impressed by their offerings?
Enjoying the spread?
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah, the chicken's lovely.
Is it?
Yeah.
Any favourites?
This one.
Do you know the kids help make that?
We heard that after we'd eaten it.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
OK, well, I think I've sprinkled some festive cheer.
You have indeed.
I think I'm going to leave you to enjoy the party.
Thank you very much.
With the food fast disappearing, it's on to Mum's favourite tipple, champagne.
Oh!
The Goffs usually splash out on 10 bottles of a brand leader,
Merry Christmas.
setting them back £300. What will they think of the fizz we've given them?
What do you think?
Quite like that.
So do you think they swapped it?
Oh, I don't know. It is very nice.
It is. It's a winner.
Well, it is a swap. A supermarket-owned brand champagne at £10 a bottle cheaper. That could mean £100 saving on their Christmas bill. But what if they could save even more? As a nation, we quaff more than £141 million of champagne a year. But a great value alternative is Cava. Made in the Catalonia region of Spain in the same traditional way as its French rival. In a blind taste test, will Richard and Angela's friends be able to spot the difference? And more importantly, which will they prefer?
I'm not really a Cava type of person, but not that I've actually sort of tried it that much.
I tend to like champagne or Prosecco.
I like to think I could taste the difference between a Cava and a champagne. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. Time will tell.
Up for scrutiny are Aldi Cava at £4.79 a bottle, Morrison's Vintage Cava at £7, Asda Champagne at £19.75, and Moet y Chandon Champagne at £32.50 a pop. Which glass of fizz will take the partygoer's fancy? First up, a luxury branded champagne.
That's quite nice.
You like that?
Yeah, I think that's a champagne.
Personally, I think it's a sparkling wine.
I don't like this one.
No, I don't like this.
I do. I do like this one, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it, it's nice, but I think it's Cava.
Next, the lowest priced Cava.
Oh,
That's my favourite so far.
It is, isn't it? But
This is my favourite.
I think it's champagne.
I think that's a really cheap Cava.
I think it's champagne. If it's not, I like it.
And finally, a supermarket champagne.
It's Cava.
yeah, definitely.
That's Cava.
I think that's definitely one of the better ones.
Do you?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, again, I'd have to say it's a Cava.
I'm going to go champagne.
Wow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I am.
So which glass of bubbly tickles their taste buds?
And the winner is... Aldi Cava!
There you go, that's all you need to buy.
It was the Aldi Cava that came out as the favourite, and nearly 2/3 of the partygoers actually thought it was champagne. In second place was brand favourite Moët Chandon. Coming in third was Asda's champagne. And in fourth place was Morrison's Cava.
I found the results absolutely shocking. For that to be underneath the fiver as well, it's unbelievable.
I was confident I'd get the champagnes right, but yeah, now I'd definitely buy the Cava.
It just shows that you shouldn't just buy what you think you should buy for everyone, you should buy what you like.
So Cava won the day, and the party's been a resounding success.
Yeah, I really enjoyed myself.
I did, yeah.
It was good, and every single person that preferred the homemade stuff.
I'm really shocked that I made food that people ate and were happy to eat. I really
Are
am.
you?
Well, I've never done anything like that in my life, and it was so easy to make that...
Fabulous. Are you
we
going to
can-
help cook?
Yeah, I think I will.
Good.
I could do that.
Greg and Chris are meeting up to take on the big day, Christmas lunch itself.
I think Angela and Richard have got stuck into a rut with their Christmas food, relying far too heavily on pre-prepared convenience foods, which is costing them so much more money.
You know what the issue is? Angela doesn't want to spend all Christmas in the kitchen. Who can blame her? And Richard, I think, is a little bit nervous in the kitchen, a little bit reluctant to get stuck in.
OK, so I think we should split up and attack this from both ends. What do you think?
Good plan.
Oh, hello. Oh, you want a carrot? I'll tell you what, if we get this right, it'll absolutely slay them.
Oh,
Get it?
dear.
No? No
Oh,
good?
dear.
Chris wants to give Angela a timely lesson in planning ahead for the big day, and he's getting a little help from resident dietitian Lucy Jones.
And, Lucy, you're always moaning that you never get to meet the family, so as a special Christmas treat, I've brought one here for you. So, Angela, is it fair to say that you've got a love-hate relationship with cooking at Christmas time?
Yes, it is fair to say that.
What we can actually, hopefully, share with you today is a way to prep things in the weeks and even months in advance, use your freezer, and then just reheat everything on the day.
Well, it's not something I've ever done before, but yeah, I'll be up for that, definitely.
And where better to start than the perfect roast potatoes? Lucy's parboiled them ready for the oven.
Do you want to drain those off for me? When we saw you in the supermarket, you actually bought frozen roast potatoes, didn't you?
I did.
So you might be surprised to know that actually we're going to get you to do exactly the same thing with these. But the difference is you haven't had to pay someone else to do it.
Can you give them a really good shake in the colander so you start to get them quite fluffy? So the more fluffy bits you're getting, they're going to go really crispy when we're roasting them.
Fabulous.
They're basted in beef dripping before Chris pops them in the oven for around 45 minutes. Then they'll be frozen, ready for Christmas.
But you know what else I'd worry about is I think would it lose its crispness?
Well, because you're going to reheat it in the oven, you're going to crisp it up again.
It's exactly the same process as the frozen potatoes that you've bought from the supermarket. So if you're happy with those,
Gonna
you'll
be happy
even
with them.
Yeah.
Angela can even make the gravy up to 3 months in advance, roasting cheap cuts from the butcher with carrots and red onion. Once cooked, simply add corn flour, wine and stock and leave to simmer.
Basically, what freezing does is it stops bacteria and mould from growing. And it does this by taking the water that the bacteria and the mould needs to grow, and it locks it into ice, and then it's not available.
Time to take the potatoes out.
So is that them cooked fully, or is that just partly cooked?
Because we're going to freeze them and then reheat them, we've taken them out a little bit early.
10 minutes early is perfect.
Okay.
And then we'll finish them off on Christmas Day.
Okay.
I say we.
Yeah,
I mean you.
I know. Please.
You can do the same with your parsnips and carrots. Angela's adding a sprinkling of parmesan. Come the big day, the potatoes can be cooked straight from frozen for 25 minutes and the root veg 15. Easy peasy. Up next, it's a Christmas classic, braised red cabbage.
It's really good to remember that the more colourful your veg, the more it's got something called phytonutrients in it, which are very good for us. Frozen food can be as nutritious as fresh food, and that's because once a food is frozen, actually you don't get that day-to-day degradation of vitamins and minerals.
Red wine vinegar and sugar are added, alongside cinnamon and nutmeg.
It smells so Christmassy already. It's just a couple of simple spices.
Yeah.
Really brings it to life, doesn't it?
Yeah, it smells amazing.
Chris drops in some chopped apples and leaves to stew.
Angela, are you sort of a little bit amazed at how easy it all is to get prepared in advance?
Yeah, loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Because I do love cooking. I love cooking. And it is just always comes down to time.
The most important thing to remember is to let everything cool before freezing.
Particularly anything with meat. We want to rapidly cool that as quickly as we can.
So Lucy sits the gravy in a sink of cold water.
Whilst it's warm, those sort of bacteria and microorganisms can thrive and grow. So the quicker we get it cooler and the quicker we can get it frozen, the better.
With everything ready for the freezer, Angela's good to go.
Did you ever think you'd be having a Christmas dinner out of Tupperware boxes?
Never. Well, it'd be interesting to see if it tastes any different.
Over to Greg. Can he sprinkle some Christmas magic too?
Right, this is where I wanted to bring you. Morning, Stuart.
He's brought Richard to his local fishmongers.
We'd like to put together a seafood platter for Christmas.
OK.
At the moment, you are ordering one, and it's coming to over 100 quid, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
£108 for pre-made premium platters, to be exact. Can Greg whip up something just as luxurious for a fraction of the cost?
Right, prawns.
OK. Yeah, we've got some nice wild ones from Greenland.
Some of those. And smoked salmon.
Yeah, got some Scottish ones there, all done for you. Or you got the trimmings.
Yeah, I've got an idea. Can we have both?
You can do both.
I think that'll do us. If I save you money, will you buy me a pint?
I will do. There you go, guys.
That's wonderful, thank you.
Time to tackle the platter. It should be made on the day you want to eat it, but luckily for Richard, it couldn't be simpler.
First of all, you and I are going to make a smoked salmon pate.
OK.
Look at that, that's beautiful fish, and that's just all the trimmings.
Top tip, Greg. At around £13 less a kilo than smoked salmon slices, these trimmings taste exactly the same. Perfect for the pate.
Open up the cream cheese, put a little bit of the sour cream in. Do you do much cooking, Richard?
I don't do enough, really. Not anything from fresh. Nothing like this.
But your father was a chef?
He was, yeah.
So it should be in your genes, mate, shouldn't it?
You'd have thought so, yeah.
Mix in, brother. Keep mixing in.
I think it's just a matter of being a little bit scared of what to do. I don't really know any recipes or anything like that.
I think the best recipes are the simple ones.
A splash of lemon and seasoning, and it's ready to go.
How easy was this?
Very easy, very straightforward. I can remember that.
Well, I think that took us about 3 minutes, chef.
Didn't take long.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Back of the net.
Lovely.
Next on Greg's fish list, roasted garlic, added to supermarket own brand mayo to go with the prawns.
That's good.
Yeah. Right, now, going to put the last plate together, mini blinis, OK, spoonful of sour cream, slices of smoked salmon. Won't taste any different to our offcuts. You roll it around, bit of lumpfish caviar, right?
Much cheaper than the posh stuff. This lumpfish caviar comes in at just £2.50 for the jar.
Gives your plate a bit of bling. Taste that and tell me what you think.
That's lovely.
Does that work, chef?
That worked lovely.
That's one seafood platter aficionado.
And they good. Do you think Angela will be impressed?
I think she will. I think she's really going to like that.
The pair of you are really going to love it when you find out how much you've spent.
They'll be reeling. It costs just over 23 quid. But will Angela like it?
It looks so posh. I love it. Cheers.
Good.
Oh, my God, that is actually really, really good.
Do you think it would be worth doing this or buying the platters?
I know I definitely do this. This is 100%, and the fact that you know how to make it, so it's down to you.
Right, OK, yeah.
It might not be December the 25th, but it's Christmas morning at the Goffs.
Very exciting Christmas morning. Boys are really excited about their fake Christmas. Merry fake Christmas!
And their whole family's dressed for the occasion.
Who likes everyone's jumpers?
Oh, you lot have all got really, really great jumpers on. All in the festive spirit.
Normally, Angela would be slaving away in the kitchen on Christmas morning, but not today, as all her veg is prepped.
Merry Christmas, Anna.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! Ta-da!
So just the turkey to get ready.
Turkey in.
Every Christmas in the UK, we eat 10 million turkeys. But with prices ranging from £10 to £100, how do you choose which one to buy? Greg has come to Essex to meet free-range turkey farmer Paul Kelly.
How are you?
Very well, happy Christmas.
Good to see you. Now tell me, how long have you been farming turkeys?
Since I was 4, and I love it. It's really sad, isn't it? There's lots of different breeds, free-range turkeys, bronze turkeys, white turkeys. And the reason all these turkeys are grown in different ways is really to suit people's purses at Christmas.
Paul's farm caters for the higher end of the turkey market.
Don't be so rude. They didn't like that.
He breeds traditional slow-growing bronze turkeys.
What's a slow growing as opposed to a fast growing? How can you alter that?
Well, what's happened is, I mean, the turkeys are not like all livestock, like chickens, pigs, has been bred for growth and food conversion. These breeds haven't been selected for any growth rate. It's not just the breed alone, you know, it's how long you grow it for. What has the biggest single impact on flavour is maturity. The older the bird, the better the flavour.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Typically, a slow-grown turkey will live up to 6 months, compared to around 12 weeks for a fast-grown one.
So how many turkeys can I see around me now?
1,500.
And how many turkeys do you breed every year?
1.3 million.
But how do Paul's slow-growing turkeys compare to other supermarket options?
We've got a standard fresh turkey, we've got a slow-growing traditional breed, and we've got a turkey crown. This is a big, fast-growing breed, getting into its teenage years, and it hasn't filled out. It's laid its bones down. It's just starting to put the meat and the fat down, and then it's killed because it's the right weight. This bird has grown an extra 3 months, and it's laid all that meat down, laid the fat down, and then it's killed. They're the same weight, but this is 3 months older, so it's got an awful lot more meat on it.
So with a faster growing bird, basically is a much bigger breed.
Exactly. Look at the difference in the size of the wing. Yeah. These are identical weight birds, and that just shows you the difference in the breed.
How much do they cost?
This is 5 kilo. Typically, that will be 25 to 30 quid. This will be anything from 55 to 60 quid. And that will be the same price as the whole bird.
Because the farmer needs to get the same money.
That's right.
So if you want to take the legs off, that's fine. He's going to charge you more for the crown. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
When it comes to the taste, does age really make a difference? First up, Paul's slow-grown mature turkey.
Taste is good, but the texture is very, very good. Very good turkey breast. I'd like some gravy and a roast potato.
Next, the fast-growing younger bird.
The texture is so much drier.
It's because of that maturity.
There is no comparison in those two meats. None at all.
The more expensive bird is far better quality. However,
Come Christmas with a glass of wine and a big stack of roast potatoes and gravy, you've got to make your own mind up whether you want to pay twice the price. That's the thing.
So the turkey is the one place you can spend a bit more money.
There are cheaper alternatives that you don't have to feel bad about buying. I suppose the answer to the turkey question is simply this. You spend as much money on your Christmas turkey as you want to.
Back at the Goffs, Mum's taking the turkey out of the oven.
We're definitely cooked.
The family were already buying a slow-grown turkey from their local butcher, so we haven't swapped it. While the turkey rests, it's off to the freezer to grab the ready-prepared veg.
All I've got to do is put it in the oven.
It's as simple as defrosting the gravy and cabbage and chucking the frozen potatoes, parsnips and carrots straight into the oven.
It's all smelling very, very good. It really helps having this stuff done in advance. It's a matter of just putting in, putting out, serving up, done.
Angela loves her premium stuffing, but we've swapped it for a supermarket-owned brand that could save her over £6 every Christmas.
Oh, it smells good.
In it goes. Christmas lunch prep is looking pretty easy so far.
It smells fantastic in here.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to be quite interested to see, though, now it's been frozen and reheated, if it still tastes as good, because I think that's a lot of people's concerns.
And then we'll see.
As the Goff boys lay up, Richard's family are at the door.
Very nice.
Hi, Olivia. Hi.
The feast is ready.
Some red cabbage.
Oh, this looks good.
What will the family think of Angela's all-new Christmas dinner?
It looks
Very nice.
well done. Oh, thank you very much. Here we go. Merry Christmas. Hey.
So what's the verdict, guys?
I think the turkey's really good, Mum.
The roast potatoes are lovely.
Good, because those potatoes are £1.25 cheaper than your usual branded bag of frozen roasties.
That stuff is good.
And what about the frozen veg?
The parsnips taste just the same as if they'd done them fresh.
I'm really surprised. It holds its taste. It really holds its taste, yeah.
Treat yourself.
The family are enjoying the fizz, but we've been a bit cheeky and swapped Angela's branded champs again. This time for the taste test winning Cava.
Good.
OK. So you like that one?
Yes, I do like that.
Well, that's good, because it's a staggering £25.21 cheaper a bottle.
Would you be happy if I served this every year?
Yes.
Even if it was Cava?
Even if it was Cava, it doesn't matter.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Out comes the Christmas pudding. We swapped Mum's luxury deli pud for a supermarket-owned brand that costs over £4 less.
That is delicious. Really delicious.
I do like it.
Merry Christmas!
100%, I will definitely take on board the freezing before for Christmas dinner. Yeah, it's definitely going to give me my Christmas morning back. It's going to give me time with my family and my husband. This, for me, has been the best day over the whole Christmas so far.
Christmas dinner, though, wouldn't be complete without a festive classic. The beloved mince pie. This Christmas, we'll eat tens of millions of them. But which one comes out on top? Who better to ask at this time of year than the Hackney Empire Community Choir, busy rehearsing for the Christmas season?
What makes a good mince pie for me is if there's not too much pastry and a lot of filling, because then you get the flavour of the mincemeat more than the pastry.
I want something that's got a lot of spice, because my mother used a lot of spice. And really what I'm looking for is the mince pie that my mother used to make.
I'd like to think I could tell a cheap mince pie from an expensive one, but I'm not so sure.
Up for scrutiny are Aldi, the lowest priced at just 19p per pie. Mr Kipling at 25p. Tesco's Finest at 33p. Marks and Spencer's costing 42p. And Fortnum & Mason, the most expensive at a whopping £2.33 each. Which mince pie will make the choir sing for joy? First up, a value mince pie.
That sort of feels soggy.
Oh, the bottom, it's a soggy bottom,
Soggy bottom.
The filling is not very nice at all, is it? I'm not sure what it is, but I don't like the filling.
I don't like it at all.
It's sort of sticking to the inside of my mouth. I don't like the feel of it.
Next, a supermarket-owned brand.
I really like this one.
I like it.
This one's got alcohol in
Has
it.
it got brandy or
It's
something?
got alcohol.
There we go.
I love the fruit. It's more citrusy, I think.
I think it might be one of the more expensive ones.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Finally, a luxury product.
This one's very sweet compared to the rest.
It's too sweet.
It's too sweet for me.
It's very strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The flavour of the fruit.
I really like that
I don't care where it's from, but that was a good mince pie.
It doesn't taste like it's one of the top brands, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's not very nice.
But which mince pie has hit the high notes with our singers?
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me Tesco's mince pie.
Top of the table is supermarket own brand Tesco. In second place was popular brand Mr. Kipling. In third place was the most expensive from Fortnum & Mason. Coming in fourth was Marks & Spencer. And finally, Aldi.
I was very, very surprised. I didn't expect Tesco to come out on top at all.
I thought the Fortnum & Masons would have come higher and it would have been noticeably better quality.
It does go to show that you don't have to spend huge amounts to get a really, really good tasting product.
The Goffs wake up to the last day of the experiment in time for one more surprise.
Okay.
Right, we're going to see what we've got for Boxing Day food.
Oh.
Not much.
Where's all our Boxing Day food?
I don't know where all our Boxing Day food is. Should we go and see if there's anything in the fridge?
Yeah.
They usually spend close to £250 buying in party platters, picky bits, and even a whole ham. But not this time.
We've got to open these drawers. Oh, it's leftovers.
Our elves have stashed all the Christmas Day leftovers in the fridge, where they'll keep for up to 3 days.
Potatoes, turkey.
Turkey. Blah.
Morning.
Fear not, Goff family. Santa's little helper hasn't clocked off yet.
Happy Boxing Day, mate.
How are you? You're right.
Yeah. Got any leftovers left?
Oh, we got plenty.
What do you think of all the Boxing Day ingredients you've got?
It doesn't inspire me.
Why?
Because I don't want to eat it. I had it yesterday. I don't want any more.
Well, it's an awful lot of food to throw away.
It is.
But the Goffs aren't the only ones. In the UK, 4.2 million tonnes of good food goes to waste every year, and Christmas time is no exception.
We're going to make a few things today.
Greg kicks off with a recipe using yesterday's bird.
Angela, you are going to make a turkey pate.
Oh, OK.
Richard, we're going to get you onto coronation turkey. You've got everything you need here.
Angela blends turkey with cooked onions, adds cream, seasons, and in just a few minutes, voila, the paté's done.
That tastes good.
Meanwhile, Richard fries some onions for the coronation turkey.
Right, let's add a bit of curry powder.
Smells good.
We want 450 grams of turkey.
Lovely.
Right, going to give you a pot of yoghurt to stick in there. You need about 200 grams of mango chutney.
I like chutney, so be bold, Rich.
Over the course of their Christmas experiment, Greg's seen one very big change.
You love cooking, mate.
Do you know what? I think you're right. I think I do. I've enjoyed this. I really have. I should do more, and I can do more. There is a chef in me somewhere.
To use up the leftover veg, they're also knocking up a hearty soup. And Greg's vegetable scones.
I would never in a million years do something like this, ever.
Simply mix your leftover veg with flour.
There you go. Go on, son. Lovely.
Add milk and shape into small balls. Sprinkle with leftover cheese and bake in the oven.
Lovely.
And finally, a bit of Christmas flavour to the leftover ice cream.
The ice cream's been softening nicely. Break up the Christmas cake.
OK.
Into this one, we're going to break mince pies. Break up the big lumps. I'm excited by that.
You want to get the tubs back in the freezer within 30 minutes.
That makes me happy, that does.
Does it?
Right, we've used up most of your Christmas leftovers.
And I was quite happy to throw the lot this morning.
Were you?
Yeah, I really was.
Couple of finishing touches, get the plates together and we can get the boys down for dinner.
Fabulous. OK. Let's do that.
The extra ingredients to make these dishes have only cost £21.09. So let's put all that hard work to the test.
Oh my God, that soup is amazing.
The pate is really good. It's beautiful.
Richard serving his coronation turkey in yesterday's leftover Yorkshires.
Oh my goodness.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. There you go, Dad.
Wow, high praise. And the bonus is we'd swap their usual Yorkshire puddings for a supermarket-owned brand at a saving of 35p a pud. Win-win.
Would you love some ice cream?
So not only are the Goffs using their leftovers for this dessert, that ice cream was also a swap.
What do you think?
Amazing.
We switched their premium ice cream to a supermarket-owned brand that could save them £2. Sweet.
OK, you lot, what do you want? Your new Boxing Day dinner or your old Boxing Day dinner?
No.
Stick with the new.
You.
I never thought my mind would be changed about leftovers, but he just done things that I'd never think of doing, and the fact that Richard was so excited about it, it was really, really nice. My Christmas food will not be going in the bin this year.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
The Goffs have come to the end of their festive food swap experiment. But have Greg and Chris managed to save them any money?
Well, these are heavy. Should we put them down? Big day ahead of us, I think.
Yes. This has been a really interesting experiment because these guys are not alone in overspending at Christmas. Do you think we've convinced them that they were buying too much food?
Well, how much did we want to cut it by? I mean, half would have been lovely, wouldn't it?
But I think achievable.
What if they didn't like anything that we suggested?
Then you and I are going to be left a little bit red-faced and pulling our own crackers, I think.
Humbug. Humbug. Come on.
Let's go and spread some festive cheer, shall we?
As their practice Christmas draws to a close, how are the Goffs feeling?
Something that's really come to light for me is the burden that Richard feels to give us the Christmas that he feels we should have as a family, which actually quite upsets me. I would never, ever want you to feel that way. If we can still have a lovely Christmas and he doesn't feel that burden, then we've won.
So, Angela, Richard, did it feel like Christmas?
It did.
Yeah.
I feel like we're done, dusted, right, you know.
Yeah.
What would you say you've learnt?
I've learned I can cook. I can get in the kitchen and actually make something.
I'd say the biggest things I've learnt would definitely be the freezing, a little bit more planning, and I'd be interested to see about the alcohol because I'm hoping that's going to be a big thing that I'm going to be able to save on. Oh!
Time now to reveal what Christmas food and drink was swapped and what wasn't.
You were spending over £100 on pre-made seafood platters.
Yes.
Yeah. Was there enough on that seafood platter?
Loads.
Yeah. And you liked it?
Loved it.
Would you like to see the saving?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
£85 cheaper.
That is shocking and embarrassing.
Would you say you're shell-shocked?
I am shell-shocked.
Isn't that phenomenal?
That is.
So that's a definite swap.
Absolutely.
Well, they snapped that up.
How did you get on with your Christmas pudding?
Yeah, I really liked it.
I'm glad to hear that because that was £4 cheaper.
Oh, my God. Can't believe that.
You going to keep that Christmas pudding?
100%,
I think so.
yeah.
Yep.
It's ta-ra to the expensive deli pudding. What about the Boxing Day food?
Were you pleased with what happened to your leftovers?
Yeah, I was really pleased. I loved the soup and I loved the coronation turkey. They were my two favourite. Loved them.
Do you know what the saving would have been?
Go on.
£227.
Oh, my God.
That's frightening.
That is just ridiculous.
I'm shocked, to be honest with you.
So what are you going to do?
Swap.
Get busy in the kitchen.
I'll tell you what, if you say Angela does the cooking on Christmas Day and Boxing Day's yours...
Yeah, get me a hat and an apron. We'll have that as a deal.
Shake on it.
There were a few swaps that the Goffs turned down flat.
No good?
No, no.
Not keeping it?
Yuck.
But most were a winner.
So the saving on cheese alone actually comes to 52 quid.
Cheese.
Yeah. Stupid, isn't it?
In fact, Richard and Angela took on over 80% of Greg and Chris's ideas, including swaps and overbuying.
I actually cannot believe that.
And what did they think of the turkey?
I was convinced it was the same.
You're absolutely right, it's exactly the same.
Yay!
Was it? Oh, OK, then. We think you should spend as much as you can afford.
Suits you.
Now, Angela, I know a subject very close to your heart. How did you get on with the champagne we gave you?
Yes, it was very nice.
Can I show you what we gave you?
Yes.
That.
Oh.
Swapping the 10 bottles will save you £10 a bottle. That's 100 quid on champagne.
Right, OK.
OK. Oh, that's a definite swap.
Actually, before you agreed to keep that, how did you get on with the bubbles we gave you on Christmas Day?
Yeah, like that as well.
Yeah.
Well, it was in fact Cava, and it's only
wow.
£25.21 a bottle cheaper.
Wow.
That's over £250.
Right.
Would you like to swap the Cava for the champagne?
I would.
100%.
Yep.
For the whole 10 bottles?
10 bottles, yep.
Yes.
That's a mega saving. Well done.
Greg and Chris's strategy was to reduce the Goffs' Christmas waste, get them cooking again, and bring down their festive food bills. So how much money have they saved them?
When we first met you, you were spending around £1,400 on your Christmas food and drink. And you mentioned, Richard, that on the build-up to Christmas, you've got to do quite a lot of overtime to pay for it.
Yeah, I do, yeah. And if we could make any savings, then obviously I've got that time back, time to spend with the family.
We have made some savings.
Right, OK.
So we've managed to save you, on your food and drink, around £860.
God.
Wow.
You serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
No
impressive.
way.
Yeah. Oh, it was a big shock, yeah.
Such a huge amount, but I'm really pleased that we can make that saving.
Thank you
Well
very
done.
much.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Yeah, well done. Brilliant.
Thank you. I have definitely taken that we can still have a really great time. We can still have all our friends round, our family round.
Spending a fraction of the money we would set aside for a Christmas.
This Christmas is going to be hugely different.
Yeah.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
That was fantastic. I mean, we saved them a whack of money.
And not only that, they're cooking together, and hopefully we've saved Angela some time on Christmas Day so she can enjoy it with her family. That's amazing.
It's really nice. I feel all warm and Christmassy.
I know, and it's even snowing for us. Merry Christmas, Greg.
Merry Christmas, old son.
Is that enough snow? My hands are cold.
For personalised recipes, tips and tricks to help you have a stress-free Christmas, whether you want to spend less, eat better or just have fun, go to bbc.co.uk/eatwellforless and do our festive quiz.